For 37 years, Showtime Boxing has been about exciting boxing matches,
Marvelous Marvin Hagler retains his undisputed championship in the world.
great presentation, and mostly about you, the fan. I believe that's the way to do boxing. And I'd like to believe that we succeeded on all those levels.
As a fan, you just enjoy the sacrifice that all those men and women do. It just, transcends the ropes. It gets to the hearts of every single fan that is around.
They're the most honest athletes of all of them because they're in there by themselves. They can't turn and ask a teammate in the middle of the round for help. They can't take a half a second off, or they can't run behind a block. And they're basically in there naked with their thoughts, with their legs, and with their fists. And it's just all in front of them. And either they were good enough or they weren't.
You have not lived until you experience a world championship boxing match. The energy when that fighter walks in, and then when you've got a GOAT like Jimmy Lennon Jr. saying, "It's showtime!" and the crowd just erupts. There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like boxing. 2 men, 2 women in the ring, and anything can happen and often does. And at Showtime, we've seen some great, great fights. I think of Vasquez Marquez. I think of Corrales Castillo in one of the greatest fights that ever was.
Corrales coming back. Castillo's in trouble. Weak steps in, and the fight is over.
I think of our era that Showtime was so strong, from the days of Mike Tyson, the days of Julio Cesar Chavez, the days of Mayweather.
We went to England. It was Vladimir Klitschko against Anthony Joshua. Wembley Stadium, 90,000 people going crazy.
Down goes Klitschko.
Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Wilder landed a murderous combination.
Oh my! Deontay Wilder!
Fury jumped up, not only got back into the fight, but took the fight to Wilder.
Mike Tyson especially was a huge part of Showtime. Evander Holyfield turned out to be as well.
Holyfield bit by Mike Tyson.
The amount of details that need tending, and thankfully overseen by the best in the business.
Of course, there's all the production people in the truck, the producers, directors, all the other people in there, and the camera people that do it. And that crew, in my opinion, is unparalleled. I want to thank them for always being there to support the efforts of those of us that were on camera. Working in concert with them is very, very special.
I admire everyone for their job, for everything they do. I'm just grateful to be part of that team, that crew, that family.
Let me tell you something. It was always fun. It was a great experience for me to come and hang around the Showtime familia.
I think for me, what I'm going to miss most, camaraderie, being with the guys.
That's what's going to happen.
I'm not going to lie. I love the guys I've worked with.
That's the thing about Showtime Sports. And instead of always looking out for their best interest, they have all of them have gone out of their way to make me be the best broadcaster and even better human being that I can be. I know for a fact I'll never, ever experience a place like this again.
And we all really like each other. We were a traveling roadshow. In my instance, I started here 37 years ago.
There was always a commitment to do the best show ever, to face the best against the best, to reveal the work that they did, the sweat, the smiles, the tears, the passion. It didn't matter how many times we have done it in the past. We renew every single time to do the best and put it on history. And I think history will have Showtime's name with golden letters.
when he had won the Super Bowl, John Madden said to his players, said, you know, they can take everything away, but they can't take away what we've achieved, and they can't take away the relationships that we have. That's how I feel here.